The Master's Mysteries. Tales of Magical Mastery, Episode 116. In the previous episode, we were discussing that the three unconscious individuals finally woke up. Since everyone was not in danger, there was no need to hide in the cave anymore. So everyone climbed up. When they came out and took a look, everyone was stunned. It was too lively outside. Within dozens of miles around the lake, the mountains collapsed, and the trees were either uprooted or broken in half. The scene was a mess. Truly a hell on earth. Of course, all of this was caused by the intense aerial battle between the Moby Demon Dragon and the nine-headed Flood Dragon. Speaking of the current situation, the Moby Demon Dragon was obviously more ferocious. Both heads of the nine-headed Flood Dragon were seriously injured, putting it at a disadvantage. You go save your master. I'll help the nine-headed Flood Dragon. At this point, there was no time to care whether he agreed or not. Seeing this, the Black Fox couldn't bear it anymore. With the Spirit Fox sword in hand, he was about to go help. Wait, I feel that this demon dragon is not quite right. However, Liao Fengyi stopped him, not because he didn't care about the nine-headed Flood Dragon, but because he had made a new discovery. Since swallowing the inner core of that Black Phoenix demon, Liao Fengyi could clearly feel that what his scarred right eye saw was different from usual. At this moment, the demon dragon looked strange, no matter how he looked at it. At this time, Liao Fengyi still didn't know that his eye was called the Phoenix Eye, a demonic god's eye that could see the essence of all things in the world. He saw that this demon dragon clearly had multiple images. Upon closer inspection, he discovered that the dragon's body was not a whole, but composed of tiny particles the size of grains of rice. Nine-headed Flood Dragon. Don't be fooled, he's not a demon dragon at all. Let's talk about it later. Nine-headed Flood Dragon is currently struggling in the battle, and suddenly, Liao Fengyi's voice echoed in his divine consciousness. Hellish Van Wind transforming into a demon dragon is just deceiving people. What? So he's actually a pile of insects. After Liao Fengyi's reminder, the nine-headed Flood Dragon understood why it felt so difficult to cope with its 9 heads. It turned out that the demon dragon was not a unified entity. Why is the nine-headed Flood Dragon getting more spirited? At this point, let's introduce the true identity of this Moby Demon Dragon. The so-called terrifying Van Wind that devours humans and animals in the northern desert is actually a kind of insect disaster. The Van Wind is formed by billions of demon insects, and this demon dragon is the leader of the insect tribe that is cultivated for tens of thousands of years and transformed into. Understanding the truth, the nine-headed Flood Dragon had a plan. Its 9 heads gathered together and fiercely pounced on the demon dragon. This time it worked, instantly cutting the demon dragon in half at the waist. This further confirmed what Liao Fengyi had seen. Although the small insects were cut apart, they quickly recombined. For now, the nine-headed Flood Dragon will be fine. You all stay here and watch. Knowing the enemy is crucial in a battle, and with a thorough understanding of the opponent, the crisis for the nine-headed Flood Dragon was temporarily resolved. Kid, can you handle this on your own? Don't be reckless. I'll go save my master. Liao Fengyi asked everyone to stay and assist the nine-headed Flood Dragon, while he rushed towards the mountain cliff. Aware of his master's situation, he was anxious to rescue him as soon as possible. Be careful. Got it. While Liao Fengyi hurried away, others couldn't help but worry about him. Don't worry, I feel he has become much stronger than before. Watching the worried faces of the group, the Black Fox spoke first. Before they could fully grasp the meaning of the Black Fox's words, a loud noise suddenly echoed from the sky. Looking up, the 2 semi-suspended giant beasts once again clashed. The nine-headed Flood Dragon was noticeably more fierce than before, gradually gaining the upper hand. However, the Moby demon dragon was no pushover. It suddenly twisted its body into a pitch-black tornado. Moreover, the momentum of this tornado was growing, soon covering half the sky. Forced to take shelter in the forest temporarily, the nine-headed flood dragon in midair was already engulfed by the tornado. A nine-headed serpent can actually force me to reveal my true form. Well done. Insects dare to call me an old man. The tornado quickly surged into the sky. Within the tornado, the true form of the demon dragon appeared, confronting the nine-headed flood dragon. Since I can devour your entire clan, I can also devour you, ignorant junior. This demon dragon was indeed arrogant. The massive Van Wind tornado actually aimed to devour both the nine-headed flood dragon's essence and its physical body. Hemph. If you have the guts, come at me. But as the saying goes, the nine-headed flood dragon is a natural divine beast. How could it be intimidated? It mobilized its true form and engaged in a battle with the Moby demon dragon. The fierce battle between the two divine beasts naturally concerned Du Xianjun. Seeing the true form of the demon dragon exposed, he felt that this battle could not be prolonged any further. It seems everything should come to an end. We shouldn't give you any more expectations. No one can stop me from dominating the world. At this moment, he extended his hands, and a dense energy gathered on his palms. In front of him were his mentor and fellow brothers. Just as he was about to strike, 3 golden lights swiftly shot toward him. Of course, such an attack couldn't harm him. You're just a scoundrel who betrays teachers and exterminates ancestors. The money dart landed, and it was undoubtedly Liao Fengyi who had arrived. Go to hell. Liao Fengyi's arrival was swift, but his martial arts, however fierce, were not worth mentioning in front of Du Xianjun. Another one seeking death. A punch missed, and Du Xianjun had already evaded from a distance. Trying to run, no way, however, due to Liao Fengyi's appearance, Master Wu Han seized the opportunity to jump off the cliff with Lai Bai. It wasn't that Master Wu Han was bold. He was quite clever, knowing that the two of them would only become a burden and concern for Liao Fengyi here. Du Xianjun couldn't let them escape. He raised his hand to attack, but Liao Fengyi was closely watching his every move. At this moment, Liao Fengyi threw a large rock to block Du Xianjun. Do you think you're saving them? Your delay will only make them suffer more. Du Xianjun was somewhat infuriated at this point. He didn't want the world to know about his deeds of betraying teachers and exterminating ancestors. Overestimating your abilities? Nonsense. Then I'll kill you first. All these people must die. Not only did Du Xianjun release strong killing intent, but even Liao Fengyi was itching with hatred. With a swift step, he charged ahead. Thank you, Master Wu Han. I will handle this. Meanwhile, Master Wu Han, who had jumped down from the cliff top, said, Don't worry too much about Fengyi. I think he's different from before. That Black Phoenix demon's demonic core is too intense. I'm worried he can't control his inner demons. After landing without much injury, Master Wu Han could clearly see the change in Liao Fengyi. Seeing Lai Bai's concern, he spoke to comfort him. Well, you've taught him the fundamentals for 10 years to guard his true self. He'll be fine. I hope so, but Lai Bai understood the situation better. The Black Phoenix demon was almost at the godly level, a terrifying power that a young kid couldn't easily control. Just as Master Wu Han hadn't yet unlocked the iron lock, 2 more people jumped down from the cliff top. Hand him over to us. These 2 individuals look exactly the same, seemingly twins. They are the warriors that Du Xianjun has consistently assigned to guard Lai Bai. They appear to be capable, but it's uncertain if the heavily injured Master Wu Han can withstand them. Meanwhile, on the cliff top, Liao Fengyi has already reached Du Xianjun. A fierce series of punches and kicks force Du Xianjun to step back repeatedly. However, these rapid attacks didn't pose any threat to Duke Xianjun. He still effortlessly countered them. "I don't know where you got a bit of power from," effortlessly deflecting the attacks. Duke Xianjun's face revealed a hint of disdain. Perhaps he hadn't noticed Liao Fengyi's transformation. "But it's still useless. You can't change your essence. You waste." "Of course not." Duke Xianjun was even more cunning. He realized that Liao Fengyi hadn't truly fused with the mysterious power, and he struggled to control that mysterious force. "Enough talk. You're like a 3-year-old child holding a peerless sword." So, what he needed to do now was to strike Liao Fengyi and thoroughly shake his confidence. Ridiculous. If the heart is unstable, not only can you not control that force, but you'll also be tormented by inner demons. Under Duke Xianjun's continuous provocation, Liao Fengyi became increasingly inaccurate, unable to defend against the relentless attacks. Duke Xianjun is truly formidable. He can accurately predict and exploit everything. Liao Fengyi's body once again deeply slammed into the cliff wall. This time, he didn't quickly stand up. "Face reality. Even with this power, you are still useless." But Duke Xianjun's arrogant voice echoed through the cliff.